pleasant day. This is Freddie Abando. Welcome to Nation in Motion. Today, we're privileged to have with us the Secretary of the Department of Natural Resources, Secretary Ramon Paje. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Freddie.
Sir, when you look at the environment, it's so important to not only to the present, but to the future, and especially Metro Manila at the time when we are preparing for APEC. I understand the President spoke about a cleanup of Metro Manila. Has that started?
I have already written DPWH and MMDA. I recommended to them to focus on the cleaning up of esteros, and particularly not only Pasig River but also San Juan River and the tributaries or the esteros, and also the cleaning up of the streets. After the election, I will really call upon the LGUs of Metro Manila and work together for an honest-to-goodness clean up of Metro Manila in preparation for APEC. And I have already brought to the attention of MMDA, and they're willing to focus on a laser-focused activity on cleanup.
Sir, you made mention about esteros. Esteros first. How do you intend to do that? Because you have many of that, and that is one of the major reasons why flooding becomes worse because of our esteros.
By the way, let me clarify it first. The esteros and the rivers, the cleaning up of these areas are actually is actually under the Department of Public Works. The garbage under the LGU. But we really have to coordinate all these things because lahat ng basurang nanggagaling sa kalupaan, yun naman ang napupunta sa esteros and the rivers. So if we prevent the dumping, wala tayong lilinisin dapat sa esteros. So we really have to focus on both. As we clean up the esteros and the rivers, we have to prevent the loading, further loading.
Sir, but more than looking at the cleanup, no, kapag pinag-uusapan ho natin yung esteros natin at yung mga nakatira sa mga rivers natin, you're talking of informal settlers, and these are also, I mean, the people who are exposed to hazard during typhoon. So how do you intend to do this?
Hindi lamang yun. I think yung mga tao sa katubigan natin sa esteros, less than 10% lang naman yan. There are almost 500,000 households already.
Pero malaki din yun.
Meaning, 500,000 yung ating informal settlers. And about 10% yung nandoon sa mga esteros and river systems natin, which is already the priority of this government in terms of resettlement and relocation. Ginagawa na ng paraan yan. But somehow, this should be a citywide or a metro-wide approach that every citizen of this country or the metropolis must be conscious of the waste that they produce. And as much as possible, they should be responsible for this waste, and it should not reach the waterways. Dapat ganun na ang consciousness ng tao natin sa metropolis.
How should our local government officials come out with a program to ensure na yung ating mga kababayan are knowledgeable and very conscious of this?
I think they just have to really implement it properly, and they should really put their heart into it. Alam mo, tingnan mo yung buong metropolis. May mga cities naman na malinis, di ba? May mga cities na namamanage naman nila ng gusto yung basura nila. Bakit nakakaya nila? Bakit yung iba hindi? So we will focus more on those yung lagging behind. So and then we will try to get the lessons learned from these cleaner cities. Then we'll try to bring it to the lagging cities. Then we can create a clean metropolis. Ang objective kasi namin dito is trying to promote tourism in this country, especially Metro Manila also. How can you sell a city which is dirty? Di ba yung paano may bibenta ang turismo sa isang lugar na madumi?
Madumi pag Metro Manila? Bottom line.
Tingnan mo yung estero natin kung malinis. Lalangoy ka ba sa estero natin? So definitely you can easily say na talagang napakadumi ng ating mga katubigan. And we really have to clean it up. And if we have a clean city, you can also reduce the cost for health, you can reduce the cost for medicine, reduce the cost for disposal, and so on.
Now, you're talking only of solid waste management, no?
Pati clean air, even clean air.
Ano magiging impact sa clean air program mo?
The clean air is doing well, by the way. We we have a separate program for that. Hindi mo mapaghalo yan. Iba naman ang focus doon, iba naman ang trabaho doon. We were able to reduce already the pollution load natin sa Metro Manila in terms of hangin at dumi, yung air pollution. Naglalaro sa mga 25 to 30%. Pumasok tayo at 100.
Is that normal?
No, we were able to reduce it already by around 30%. Pumasok ang government ni President Aquino ng 166 micrograms per normal cubic meter.
Ngayon?
It's now 116. Naglalaro sa 118 to 116. And ang tingin ko magpaplato ito sa mga 120 at we can only reduce it further to 90, which is the global standard, if we introduce other reforms.
Katulad ng ano po?
Electric cars, reducing traffic. I think we really have to cure traffic and solve traffic in Metro Manila. If we cannot solve traffic in Metro Manila, I don't think makukure natin ang pollution. Why? Because supposedly if you're coming from Cubao, pupunta ka ng Makati, dapat in 15 minutes kaya mo yan eh. Diba?
Pero
Walang
ngayon
traffic.
hindi eh.
So therefore, yung engine mo naka-on lang for 15 minutes. Kung naka-on siya ng 15 minutes, if for 15 minutes ang iyong emission is 1 kilo of carbon monoxide, inabot ka ngayon ng 1 hour, naka-on ang engine mo for 1 hour dahil na-traffic ka, so yung 1 kilo magiging 4 kilos of carbon monoxide. So even if your car is very clean, you're still contributing to the pollution
So
substantially.
bottom line, in this whole exercise, you're talking about a more effective, efficient management system.
Yes, not only that, you have to clean the car still. But maski na nga malinis ka because of simple traffic, yung pollution load mo 4 times pa rin. But if you if you solve traffic, ibababa ng mga 75% or 3/4 ang iyong pollution load. Kasi nga, naka-turn off na yung engine mo.
Sir, but going back to solid waste management, you know, you're embarking on a very massive program given a certain time. Kung hindi natin maiiwasan ho, yung population natin continues to grow and the amount of garbage that they throw is even bigger. So how do you contend with that kind of a problem?
Yes, it will have an impact on the generation. But if you can manage your waste well, wala nang impact yung pollution mo, ay yung population mo. Even if you have 100 million, if you are not producing any waste, alin mas maganda, yung 100 million producing no waste o 10 million producing 1 million tons of waste? Eh, siyempre, maganda pa rin yung hindi nagpo-produce ng waste. So, the key is to reduce the waste production. The per capita of waste must be reduced. I think you can produce waste, but the waste can be an input to another industry.
So how do you do that?
You just have to use your waste properly. Pwede, yung waste natin ngayon, nagagamit naman na sa input to others eh. Diba? May nang waste to energy ngayon. Diba? Yung waste mo magiging power. Yung waste mo magiging ganito. Yung papel mo nare-recycle. So, we just have to implement the correct way of managing our waste. Plus, of course, reduction is still the best.
Bottom line, how many years do you have before APEC? That's going to be another
2 years.
2 years. So do you think we have enough time to inform and educate our people?
We have enough time to, after election, if leaders will focus on this issue to clean up Metro Manila, in less than a year, Metro Manila will be clean.
Bottom line, as a final question, how should we treat our garbage on a day-to-day basis dyan sa bahay natin and working hand-in-hand with the barangays and our local?
First, if you can survive without producing that waste, that's the best. Second, if you can reuse it. And third, if you can dispose it properly. So, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Secretary Ramon Paje of the DENR joining us on Nation in Motion.